My guest today is Sarah Noel Wilson. I first met Sarah because of her work here in Des Moines on the local Pachacta nights. If you don't know what Pachacta is, check it out in your neighborhood. It's a pretty cool event. Sarah is the principal of Yes and Consulting, where she will help us all play with purpose by delivering creative, interactive, and effective ways to meet your team development and leadership development needs.
Yeah.
She's also really cool, a lot of fun, very passionate, and I'm so excited that you're doing this
Thank you
today.
for having me. I'm thrilled.
You're quite welcome. It's going to be cool.
Welcome, everybody. We've all worked with people, helped people, maybe been those people ourselves where we become a victim of a situation.
Yeah.
And so things can seem tough, a tough coworker, tough situation at work. What are some suggestions that you would have for the audience of the best ways to overcome some of those obstacles?
A lot of people obsess about work environment, and that's not all bad. But we read so many stories, not necessarily in serious publications, but in light publications about work environment. Oh, that's
research.
Yeah, let's go work at Google because then play ping pong all day,
Right.
And they don't look at the whole story. So then we start to think that in our own situation, if they just fix this environment, put beanbag chairs in here. It's like the Michael Scott paper company. If you've seen that episode of The Office. 3 things. If you give yourself these 3 options and pick the right one, you can take control yourself. So number 1 is just accept it. Is this a situation that I can just deal with, just live with it the way it is, and realize that the world isn't perfect? Or does it rise beyond that? This needs to change. The lighting in my cube is giving me a headache. I need different lighting. So figure out who to communicate that to, and then do it. Go to your manager and say, Sarah, there's something wrong with the lighting in my cubicle. Can we talk about it, please? And take some action and communicate. And the other option is to adapt what you do and decide, I can do something different. I can put my own lamp in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to cost me that much, and I can use whatever light bulbs I want to. Or what other work adaptations can you do to change your own situation? Accept it, because life isn't perfect, and no work environment is going to be perfect, despite what you read. Figure out who to communicate it to, and do that, or make an adaptation yourself.
I love it.
Cool.
Those are great 3 steps.
Well, then you can follow them too, because you've seen this on the 90-Second Burn, where we talk about leadership. And leadership is like...
It's baking a pan of cookies with an uneven oven, where each cookie may bake at a different level, and it's your job to make sure they all bake evenly.
Or you could accept the cookie baked the way that it is, or you could communicate to the... Now, that's really good.
Well, it's because, you have an uneven oven. Each cookie is, so I have to treat you differently than I treat her, than I treat them, and your level of tolerance is different than their level of tolerance, and I don't want to burn it, but I don't want them to be gooey.
Kind of like a soft cookie. What's the phrase? Fair does not mean equal.
Right.
Yeah.
I live by that.
Yeah, that's a whole other post.